Hey, g'day traders, Sam here again. I'm going to do a quick scan and look at the options in regards to all the charts and what I've got my eyes on. And let's take it as we go. So here I have Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. I was lucky enough today to actually get that order there. I placed the order right between these two. So I was very lucky, fortunate. I thought I actually missed in that one, but I went to bed. Second time round, I got it. So what do I expect from Ethereum? I believe that is the bottom, and similar to Bitcoin, we have a structure being set up. So don't forget, when Bitcoin hit its all-time high and then pulled back, if you recall the 42K mark and the behaviors in that space, well, I think Ethereum is doing the same. So if we look across, let's put on a bigger chart. Okay, so what we have here is Ethereum doing its all-time new high and doing a deep pullback because we had this beautiful run. So if you compare it to Bitcoin, it's not much different. So let me just get that Bitcoin in parallel. So let's just have a look at Bitcoin. Whoops. Let's just clear that. So if you can see, let me just pick a daily, probably better. Get the auto up. So you can see here, we had a good run, and look what Bitcoin did. It done a pullback. Done a pullback there, which was similar to the all-time high. Yep. So when it hit the all-time high, it pulled back, and then went up. So what Ethereum is doing is something similar, in my opinion. Let's have a look. Get rid of that. Go to the 12-hour, and if I could shrink it, I'll make it a daily. So you can see, in this case, Ethereum retested the all-time high, and then there was a rejection to go lower, bounced, made a lower high on the daily, and up it's going. So this is going to do basically what Bitcoin did here. That's my opinion. This was below the all-time high, where this is. So we had the below action, and then we had the retest on Ethereum. And here we had the below, but no real retest on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was much more aggressive. So now we have this formation on Bitcoin, 42K, pull back deep. So Ethereum has just done that. So that is the equivalent of this formation, but it was much lower. It was much lower down there. So Ethereum is likely to have this run. So it's going to be very bullish. So do not miss out. Right now, I've been very fortunate. I will go long. I'm looking at buying more right here. So that's the daily. Big candles drop. So that's, in a way, capitulation, if you want to say. It will be retested a few times here. It might just go up and down again. But as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump, Ethereum is likely to go on. And if you look at my dominance chart, let's have a look at the dominance chart. Doesn't help. Let's get that. Where is it? I could never remember the abbreviation. Come on. I'll clean up my charts or the list. BTC, where is it? BTC dominance, come on. I'm blind. Surely it's there. Wasn't that one? Okay. No, there we go. So we look at BTC dominance, and you can see that it's hitting the double bottom. And the question is, okay, so we have a old chart there. So we're looking at the neckline, which is, and I did state that this is old stuff. I did state that this is left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, and it's likely to bounce here a bit and then go down. If it goes down, this is where Ethereum is going to go flying. Okay. So right now it's on the neckline. There could be a little bounce, but I doubt there's going to be any reversal. Time will tell. But if we look at Bitcoin right now and see what it's likely to do. Let's have a look at what it's likely to do. As you can see, it's not going to drop deep. I've got the daily chart here. Okay, so on the daily it's pulled back, but I've got this red RSI is really high on the indicator. Whenever it's that high, it's unlikely to do a deep pullback. Even though the green RSI has gone below 50%, it is a shallow pullback because this red RSI is very high. So by the time this comes down, this will reverse and just push it up. So the question is, how far would it go down? Well, I said up to 55K. So what do we have here? We hit 56,500. Okay. So that might be it. So if Bitcoin takes its time, right here, working itself out on the 4-hourly. So if we look at that on the 4-hourly, it's going to work itself out. It's going to have a few candles and potentially move up. It's a good support area. And if it was to drop lower, then that's not good for the alts. As long as Bitcoin stays above this level, I'll be happy putting my money into the alts. If Bitcoin's to drop down here, then that opens the gate to further downs, which is not good. So let's see Bitcoin, just structural wise. There's a bit of fatigue, double top there, which makes sense. And if you haven't seen one of my videos, the all-time high is very hard to pass for one particular reason: the value of it. Yeah, and the value is something stupid, but it's a golden ratio. So we've got, if I was looking at it closely, it's 618. So if I was to go down close, depending on the exchange you're on. So if I was to go really close, pull that, like it's from unbelievable that it's a golden ratio, 618. So for that reason only, it's going to take a bit of effort to get past. And so yeah, we'll be around here for a while, and I doubt it will go going down because the markets are good, but it's not going to be easy to pass. This potentially could be, and I'm just seeing it now. This is the left shoulder, the head. The right shoulder should be higher for inverse. That's the neckline. So if this goes down here, then it disqualifies the inverse head and shoulder. But if it's there, it has an opportunity to become inverse head and shoulder. So if it works its way up like this, and bang, that's what I envision. You might just probably do a bit more, so on. But that's my best case scenario. What Bitcoin does is it makes a sense that the alts fly. So this is for Ethereum. Let's have a look at BNB. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, could have some formation like that, and then Bitcoin up it goes. So I thought this will happen today. or Monday, and obviously it's happened a bit earlier. So I'm pretty happy the way things are going. Everything's positive in the terms of the market. So Ethereum, short time period, it's done a reversal pattern. You can see all these wicks. I wasn't around to see it, but I was very lucky to get it right there. Jeez, I don't have much luck in on the drops. I usually watch them and then buy in. So anyway, I'm well on. So let's look at Binance and a few others. So actually, let's look at hot or hollow. This is great. I've been doing well now, guys. This is classical formation. I was a bit late to see that, so I did jump in when it was breaking out. So I wish I would have got down there. I didn't even know about this coin. It's got a good history, so I'm going to stick to it. This history is really good. Predictable formations, 1 pulse, 2 pulse, 3 pulse, reaccumulation. Now this one is a big structure, I think. Could be along those lines, and we'll have a few scenarios that could possibly play out. So it might hit there and come back down again, do the double bottom, and then play up, and off it goes. Or you can do a descending triangle. You can do inverse head and shoulders. You can do maybe you can even do a wedge like that. So we just got to wait and see. But I do see this as a reaccumulation because of the nature of its move. So from a base, it's done a 1 and a 2 and then another base. And so we have a 1 and a 2, another base. This could be not that long. So you could do a Bitcoin thing where it just does a triangle and then up it goes. And obviously there's some clear resistance, but hence why I jumped in, because there's a scenario there that it just looks positive. Knowing that the alts are going well, and that I'm making the assumption here that this formation is going to be short and sweet. So that's for hollow. BNB, I did make a post on this, and so I did say this was a sweet spot to buy on my post. Purely from a Fibonacci perspective, as well as the structure. The structure was easy to figure out. I learned my lesson in the past. Tend to be a double top or a triangle, measure the height, apply it to there, and that was the entrance. So it was easy, and I missed it by a wick, a few bucks. So that's when I was asleep. So now I'm looking at where to enter. But this is all good as well. So apply your Fibonacci. Perfect level. Let's see. I'll apply it to this space there. That makes sense. And you can see how you hit the 0.786. And you can do a boost, the booster fib. So let's just clean it up a bit. Let's see if I was to do it from, so I did that one from there. If I was to do this one, maybe that's not the case. How about this wick here? Yep, so that wick works out, which is, we've got a fib there and another fib, so that gives it a good boost. And then on top of that, you can argue that that trend line is roughly, so we've got, and let's see the moving averages. One more indicator. Okay, moving averages. Let's see what the daily or the 4 hourly 10 and 20 are doing. Let's try the 4 hour. Oh, that's a bit wrong. That doesn't help. Okay, so it must be the daily. Let's have a look at daily. What's daily doing? So the 10 moving average is there on the daily. So that's not going to have a role in it at all. And okay, so that's enough. That will do it. It's just the Fibonacci and the structure. So we've got two elements that give a good support that this area is the bottom. And similarly, we'll probably expect something. We'll look at the clues that are given so far, draw your lines. This looks like a potential expanding wedge. So if we do the, let's say, so if we do A, B, C, D might be around here, might go sideways a bit, and E potentially, and that fits a scenario where Binance is going to continue up to the $400 mark. There is some bullish structure taking place. I wouldn't look at it as a negative, and we have some scenarios why it's a good thing to jump into. Okay, what else can we look at? Win USDT, that was going really crazy as well, wasn't it? So Win, I missed that entry. Okay, so it's done. It's where you can see what it's done. Nice deep pullback, pretty much an ascending support level, and the Fibonacci's will give us a good clue as to that level. Yep, so 0.786. What else have we got? Yep, okay. So that wick, no, that was a deep pullback, and 0.382. There you go on the macro. So that gives you another reason for that to be a good place to jump in. I wasn't watching it, and yeah, I'm spewing because that pulled back, and basically it's going to keep going. That's a top. Another pause in the moment. You might just do whatever, some macro, and then just continue on. So that's all I got for now, guys. I'm aware of the time, but yeah, all the best. Hope this helps, and talk to you soon. Cheers.